Hey y'all, cooking, cutting up, keeping it real. It's dinner time chat. I just wanted to pop live while I peeled these potatoes and see what y'all are having for supper tonight. Or what are you fixing in your kitchen tonight? Whatever that may be. We are having country style steak, or some people call it cube steak. Both are correct. And we're gonna have cream potatoes. And I have just enough leftover black-eyed peas and green beans that I don't have to cook those. We're going to eat leftovers. I hate to waste stuff, so if we have leftovers, I'm definitely going to eat those. And I'll serve them. So anyway, let's see what y'all are having. Hey, Opa, how are you? And hey, Peggy. It's good to see y'all on here. I know people use those potato peelers, but I end up like getting my fingernails all caught up in those. I'm used to using a knife. Let's see. Let's see what people are saying out there. What they having for supper. Good Monday evening. Well, hey, Susan. Susan, the pork rub, the what you told me, let's see, you said brown sugar and put applesauce over it. That was really good. That was a great tip, and my family really enjoyed it. I did add a little bit of chili powder to mine just to give it a little bit of a contrast between that sweet, but it came off as more sweet, of course, than savory, but it was really good. Let me pull y'all in a little closer so I can see comments. Frying up some cubed pork, broccoli, and rice. That sounds delicious. Hey, Patricia, how you doing? Good to see you. Hey, Linda. So I really appreciate that tip about the pork. It was very good. We haven't had anything yet. Just got home. I got you. I hear you. I hear you. I have to have a plan, though. This morning I put some cube steak in the crock pot, and I videoed it, so I'll post it later and show y'all what I did. Easy, and who doesn't like that? Easy. I'm a crock pot queen. I tried the Instapot. I just couldn't get used to it. I'm old school. Just wasn't for me. I gave it to my son, my oldest son. Sure did. Anyway. Sloppy Joes and fries. That sounds good. We love Sloppy Joes. I hadn't had those in a while. We might have to do that one night this week. You know, you get good ideas from other people. Stop having some hamburger helper. Love hamburger helper. Spaghetti with marinara. Frida says she's having spaghetti with marinara. It's always a dilemma what's for supper. I will eat after worship night. Oh, you're going to church tonight, Opa. Okay. Y'all must be having a revival or something. I hate an Instapot too. I don't hate it. I just couldn't get used to it. I just couldn't. I tried, but I'm much better in a crock pot. Much better in a crock pot. I'll stick to the old school crock pot style. It's just that Instapot just wasn't my thing. I'll tell y'all a funny story though. The first year I was married, on New Year's Eve, you know, back then Victoria's Secret was like a real new thing. This was in 1990, and it was kind of the new store, and they had real pretty nightgowns and pretty robes, and it wasn't like all slinky stuff. It was like nice looking stuff. So I thought I would put that on, being at New Year's Eve. The hubs was sick, so I went into the kitchen and I started peeling potatoes because I was making a potato salad for the next day, and I caught a glimpse of my reflection in the window. And there I stood in my Victoria's Secret nightgown and robe that matched. And I had my robe sleeves rolled up. And there I'm peeling potatoes. You can't make that up, okay? I was peeling potatoes instead of being romantic with the hubs, who was sick on New Year's Eve. I think I watched the ball drop by myself that year. But I got those potatoes peeled. I got a bad spot right there. Let's see. So wonderful to see you. You too, Teresa. I'm glad you're on here. What y'all doing for dinner tonight? That's what we're talking about. Let's see, going to the ball game, and who knows? I remember those days of having ball games. gave my Instapot to my daughter. Let's see, I think they said they're crock pot queen too. That thing scared me. Yeah, I just couldn't quite figure it out. I'm not down in it if that's your thing. But hey, Kathy Sims, I definitely am one of these people. I'm better in a crock pot. Much better. Grilled cheese sounds yummy. it's kind of rainy here and been overcast most of the day. I actually was going to go out and take a walk, and before I got started peeling potatoes, and I got my tennis shoes on, socks, all that. See, they're on. Yeah, and I walked outside and it started raining. Anyway, always good to find you live. Well, thanks, Kathy. I appreciate that. It's always good to see y'all live. Anyway, so I'm peeling potatoes, and we're going to have cream potatoes, country style steak, green beans, and black-eyed peas. So we'll eat them all up. Well, hey there from Southern Maryland, Tracy. Good to see you. Sausage kale soup, that sounds wonderful and healthy. I love that. Mine's not so healthy tonight, but it's one of my husband's favorite meals. Happy belated Mother's Day. Well, thank you, Kathy. You too, and I hope y'all all had good Mother's Days. Love my crock pot. Me too, Debbie. I have 2 of them. I love them so good. And during football season, when we have tailgates and stuff, sometimes you need 2 of them. So it's nice to have them. Or if you're having a big crowd over at your house and you got one thing in one, the meat in one, and beans in the other, or whatever. You can cook anything in a crock pot. Anyway, just a little kitchen chat. No potato peeler. Kim, I'm not good with a potato peeler. I'll just tell you the truth. I can do it like on a long cucumber and not hurt myself. But if I'm doing it on a potato, I get in a hurry and I'll get my fingernails. So I've always used a knife instead. And I think my mama probably did that growing up. I don't recall her using a potato peeler. You know, you just use what you're used to. Anyway, what is it? I'm not sure. I'm from Kingport. Well, hey there from Kingport. Anyway, y'all, I used Instapot and I burned it up. Now I have a food. I have a food and I love it even more. A foodie. Oh, I've heard of those things. Anyway, I just thought I'd pop live and chat for a minute. I'm going to put these on the burner. And put just a little bit of salt in them. See, I got my beans and my peas over here, my black-eyed peas. I peel with a knife also. I think it's just what you get used to. I really do. I peel potato and an apple the same way with a knife. Great to see you too. Chicken and dumplings and fried okra. I'm coming to your house, Norma. That sounds delicious. Anyway, what are you making? I'm making country style steak in the crock pot, which I videoed it, and I'll put a video up later so y'all can see what I did with it. And cream potatoes, and then I've got a little bit of leftover green beans, and I got a little bit of leftover black-eyed peas. So that's what we're having as our, veggie. Anyway, I hope y'all have a wonderful evening and a good dinner time. I'm going to hop off of here and get cleaned up and get ready for these potatoes so I can cream them. How's the planting going? Kathy, it's going good. It's planting season. And they're trying to plant soybeans between rains and stuff. So we'll just have to wait and see. Anyway, we'll see y'all. Take care. Bye.